Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, I'm Davis and welcome to my channel. I made this channel to cover topics on personal finance, career building, and wealth building, and also share my successes and failures throughout my career and also for personal finance, and mainly to start a conversation on money and career building. Just as a quick background, I graduated in 2011 with a degree in finance, and I recently graduated with my master's in computer science. During my career, or short career, it's been about 10 years, I've been able to land jobs for roles for things such as marketing, sales, accounting and finance, recently to software engineering. And I've also helped others land roles in software engineering, design, and certain business-related roles. Today, I'm going to provide you with a list of tips of things to do before your job interview to help you feel more prepared, help you figure out if the job is the right fit for you, and also help you stand out a bit more. I use these strategies before my interviews, and they have helped me land multiple offers, and I know if you follow these tips, you'll be able to do the same. Comment down below if you're starting your job hunting journey or you have an upcoming interview. So the first and most important thing you want to do is reframe the entire interview process in your mind. This is the one thing that helped me change how I approach my interviews and helped me land multiple job offers in various industries. An approach to interviews is generally somebody goes to an interview, they get asked a bunch of questions, and they hope to answer those questions in a way that the company and the team interviewing them sees them as the right fit. But there's a whole nother way to approach interviews that will help you land multiple offers. Of course, technical interviews for things such as design or coding, where you have to do a whiteboarding challenge or you have to do a take-home challenge that you'll have to pass. But this is more for the behavioral part. Before going into your interview, you want to think of yourself as a consultant with a valuable set of skills just meeting with a client. Whether you're in accounting, design, or you're a software engineer, you have various valuable skills that you've learned either in school or online or wherever you've learned it from past jobs that you want to provide and help the company with to see if you're a right fit. Reframing the interview using a consultant's mindset, you would start asking more questions and the interview would be more active instead of more passive. As a job hunter, generally people go in and they're just waiting to be asked questions, and it's usually a one-sided conversation where the interview is asking you the question and then you're just answering them back and then they're asking you another question. But instead, as a consultant, it's going to be a back and forth. You're going to be getting information from them to see if you're a right fit, to see if your interests align, and by the time you have offers, hopefully you have multiple job offers, you'll be able to make a more informed decision to see if you can find a company that's the right fit for you, where it's a win-win situation. So depending on where you are in your job hunt journey, you might have applied to so many companies that you forgot what the company even does. The next thing you want to do is figure out what the company does. Get a high-level overview of the products or the services that they provide. Head over if they have a website and start researching the product or service they provide. Try to find videos, try to find product or service demos, or even testimonials from their current and past customers. Once you have an overview of what the company does, its main product or services, using the consultant mindset, you want to see and research what the company's values are, what the company's culture is, and what the company's goals are. By doing this will give you a potential insight on what management believes in before you guys meet. Once you have this information, you can start to think about whether the company's values and goals align with your own, and this will help you make a decision if you're given multiple job offers. During your interview, you want to ask the people you meet what their thoughts are on the company culture and the company's goals. This will give you an insider's perspective and help you make a more informed decision and give you more insight based on what people that are currently working there feel and what their experience has been like. There are some companies with videos of their employees on their career pages that you can watch that can help give you insight and a good feel for what it's like to work at that company. So now that you have an overview of what the company does and you have a quick background on its culture, value, and goals, the next thing you want to do is research news on what the company is up to these days. What I do is I just go to Google, search the company name, and then click the news tab, and then I probably read 2 or 3 articles see if there's any major changes or announcements. If they're a publicly traded company, there's definitely going to be more information. Another thing you could do is go to the company's LinkedIn, see what kind of articles they're posting. Maybe their employees are sharing new findings or new information. This is just a good way to give you an insight on the latest happenings of the company. If you're looking into these news articles, you want to look for things such as management changes. Did they get a new CEO? Did they get a new marketing person? Because these might change the current cultures and the teams there. Or you want to find out if the company's struggling or if they're doing very well. Maybe the company's hiring a lot, or maybe the company is doing a lot of layoffs. You just want to get a general feel of the current direction of the company. Once you're done reading the articles, from there, the next thing you can do is formulate a few questions to ask during the interview. If the company's doing bad, you'll want to ask the company what their thoughts are on the current news, like if they're worried, if things are going to change, or maybe there was very positive news. So what you would want to ask is like, how does the team feel about this? Did they contribute directly? And if you're joining, would you be contributing to that effort? By doing the research, it'll just show the company that you've taken the initiative to research them and take it even a step further to figure out what they're doing now. And by doing this will help you stand out during the interview. So the next tip I have is focus more on logistics and a little bit of housekeeping. It's designed more to make your interview day a little bit less stressful. The thing you want to do is pick out your clothes the day before, find your belt, find your tie. I know I've been in certain situations where I'm scrambling to get ready for the interview and I either can't find my tie or I can't find my belt or something's wrinkled. You just want to take care of this the day before or a few days before so that you can just relax and just head into the interview and focus on seeing if they're the right fit for you, if it's a good place to work, and be able to stand out. If you're doing an on-site interview and you've never been to the company before, what you want to do is figure out directions on how to get there. On Google, you can actually figure out the destination based on a time, and it'll show you traffic during that time. I know for me, there's been times where you're driving through, you're not sure where to park, you don't know how long it's going to get there. So what I started doing was just drive there a few days before if your interview is scheduled in advance, and then just get a lay of where the office building is, where the entryway is, because these things could be confusing if it's a big company and they have multiple buildings or multiple offices. And given today's circumstances, all the crazy stuff that's happening, if you're doing a virtual interview, you want to try to find a quiet place to set up, clean up the background. You want to tell the people you live with that, hey, I have an interview during this time, so please don't bother me, because you don't want to be interviewing and then either your parents or your significant other knocks on the door. You just want to be able to focus on the interview and not think about the background or background noises. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, and I hope you found it helpful for your upcoming interviews and you feel a little bit more prepared. I wish you the best of luck in your upcoming interviews. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll help you out. If this video helpful and you want to help me out, click the like button because it helps me with the YouTube algorithm, pushes the video to more people. If you have any suggestions for a future video topic, just comment down below and I'll consider making a video. More videos on career tips or personal finance or wealth building. I make new videos every week, so consider subscribing down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.